What's up? Welcome back to the Wholesaling Business Blueprint Series. Rafael Cortez here. Let's talk about acquisitions. All right. When you're hiring, when you're looking to hire or bring somebody to do acquisitions and actually lock those deals and negotiate those properties for you, you want to make sure that you bring in the right people, right? That's one. And then two, you have to make sure that they know what to aim for. You got to make sure that they know what to shoot for, what they're responsible for. That way you can keep them accountable for all the actions that they're supposed to be taking on a regular basis. All right, I'm gonna break down what we did last week with my acquisitions team. So we went down we have a handful of KPIs. Remember, by nature, somebody who's gonna be a great acquisitions rep, it's normally going to be more of a people person rather than a systems person. So you cannot ask them to do 3-page reports and complete an entire scorecard full of metrics and keep track of absolutely every single little thing that they do. You have to give them a handful of things to shoot at because their natural strengths are not going to be in the systems, in the logging, in the documentation side of things. Their natural strengths are going to be in the negotiation part of things, all right? They're going to be really good at talking to people. They're going to be really good at finding solutions and figuring out what the problems are. It's just what they're naturally going to be inclined to do. So capitalize on that and don't kill them with the other stuff that can be redundant and you don't really need as a business. You do need to track some stuff, but you don't need to have these elaborate KPI scorecards just for acquisitions and track every single little section of what they do. At the end of the day, what matters, it's gonna be the results they get, right? So this is what we do. We just had a meeting on Tuesday, sat down with the whole team and went through acquisitions. We're shifting a couple of things on the way that we do deals and the way that we negotiate deals because the market is just crazy right now. So first thing, we are tracking 4 different KPIs when it comes to acquisitions. This is the only thing that they have to keep their thumb on, okay? This is what they bring back every single week, and this is what tells us how well they're performing. The first one is gonna be appointments / reach. So how many people are they actually reaching out to on a weekly basis? And remember, we check this stuff every single week. So appointments, how many appointments did they go on, or how many people did they reach out to? They have like phone appointments. If they're doing virtual stuff, those count as well, all right? And then how many offers did they make? We have a very specific percentage that we require as a minimum based off of the appointments. How many contracts were locked? This is gonna be their contract ratio. So how well are they doing in terms of closing deals? And of course, the bottom line, which is the spread. How many or how much in revenue are they bringing in? All right, so we went over those KPIs. Now they know what they're responsible for. And I gave them an opportunity to set their own expectations, to set their own goals, all right? And this is what it looks like. So acquisitions, Dan is looking at 50 appointments on a weekly basis, both physical and over the phone. He's looking at 10 offers, and then he's looking at 3 contracts as a goal, all right? And he's looking at bringing in a spread of $45,000 a week. These are weekly metrics, all right? So Dan did that. Juan is looking at 75 in terms of reach and appointments. Offers, he's looking at making at least 20 offers, getting 8 contracts locked, and bringing in $80,000 worth of revenue on a weekly basis. Leo is looking at 50 appointments a week, 10 offers, 3 contracts locked, and $60,000 in revenue. So they're looking at a 30% closing ratio, somewhere in there. But these are written offers, they're solid offers. It's not soft passes and not any of that stuff. It's stuff that's tangible on deals that should be getting closed, and they're workable deals, right? So that's what we're looking at in terms of KPIs for acquisitions. Keep it neat, keep it tight, 4 simple metrics. What are the appointments or the reach? How many offers are you requiring them to do? How many contracts are they expected to be locking on a weekly basis, and what's the spread? All right, now if you're a solo operation, you can do the exact same thing. You can give yourself a metric for it. You can give yourself an expected outcome for every single week that you're out there trying to lock up deals. All right, I'm gonna talk to 50 motivated sellers, people who have already been pre-qualified, and I'm following up with them and I'm trying to negotiate these deals. I'm trying to structure either a wholesale offer, an option offer, a creative financing deal, or pushing them over to a real estate agent to get a commission if you have a license. And there's, so many different ways of breaking it down, right? But what's your reach? How many offers are you holding yourself accountable to doing on a weekly basis, all right? And out of those, based on your closing ratio, what's your expectation? How many deals are you expecting to bring on a regular basis, all right? And then of course, what's the spread? So you can do the same KPIs, the same metrics for yourself. It doesn't matter if you don't have a full acquisitions team. This is stuff that you can do on a solo basis, all right? Another thing that we tackled on, which I'm gonna cover in the next video, it's gonna be how are we adjusting for the offers that we are making. Right now, you can't use the traditional 70% minus repairs, minus fees and all that stuff because it doesn't work. The offer ends up being too low and you end up losing a lot of deals, right? So how did we adjust for that in today's current market? Hopefully it's gonna be a temporary thing, but the pivot, it's there. You have to pivot from the way that you structure your offers, the numbers that you're using to come about those numbers, and of course how you present them over to your sellers. In the meantime, keep your acquisitions KPIs in checks, just 4 of them: reach, offers, contracts locked, and spread. So stay on top of those, set up your expectations, figure out what you have to do every single week in order to keep generating revenue or start generating revenue if you haven't done so. And keep yourself accountable, keep your team accountable, make it an effort, a team effort if you do have a team, and roll with it, all right? So I'll see you guys on the next video. We're gonna check out the pivot that we are doing in terms of pricing and structuring the deals. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. And until then, stay focused, you got this.